What's up, everyone? Aaron Nagler here with CheeseheadTV. We got some live Packers trivia for you. Good to see some regulars already congregating, a couple new faces as well. As always, thrilled to be here with you, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on the YouTube channel. I am flying solo again today, hopefully for the last time. This should be the week, I believe, that Perry is out on vacation. Should be back next week. In the meantime, thank you for putting up with lowly Aaron Nagler. For those of you who have not played before, let me lay out the rules for you real quick. You'll see a question pop up on the screen with 4 possible answers. Give your answer in the YouTube chat, but make sure you use a hashtag. You got to use that hashtag. Hashtag your answer, and if it's 2 words or more, you only need to hashtag the first word. So if the answer is Aaron Rodgers, you just need hashtag Aaron and then Rodgers. But make sure you use the hashtag, or your answer won't be counted. After each question, we'll give you a top 5 speediest, most correct answers. And throughout the game, we'll look at a top 10 leaderboard. And at the end of the day, whoever wins gets bragging rights, usually for 24 hours. But in this case, since it's our last show of the week, you'll get bragging rights throughout the weekend. And what greater thing could you carry with you through the weekend other than the G? All right, everybody. Good to see everyone. Let's get going. Let's start her off with question number 1, which is, how many times was Henry Jordan named All-Pro? 2, 4, 5, or 6? How many times was Henry Jordan named All-Pro? 2, 4, 5, or 6? Came out with not a doozy, but a little tougher than usual on the opener. I thought I'd keep you guys on your toes. Yeah, as I suspected, answers a bit all over the map, but historical reference like this, I can't say I'm surprised. Joey, the 15-year-old asking, why does everybody know this? I don't think a lot of people know it. I think a lot of people are guessing, Joey. But I could be wrong. Maybe they all know it. It'd be kind of crazy. So, of course, the undersized at 6'2", 248, Jordan relied on quickness and leverage to rush the passer and disrupt the running game. He was named to 4 Pro Bowls and 5 AP All-Pro teams. That's right, 5 times he was an All-Pro. We've got a different Perry helping me out today in my headset there at the home office, the studio of LiveX. Perry, what do we got? We got a top 5? Oh, no! Oh, no. You've got to be kidding me. Who was it? Who got it in the 30 seconds? Glenn is the only one who got it? You've got to be kidding me. I love it. But he got it. So we're going to move on to the next one. Where in California was Aaron Rodgers born? Where in California was Aaron Rodgers born? L.A., San Diego, Chico, or Carlsbad? L.A., San Diego, Chico, or Carlsbad? Remember, just hashtag L.A. That's all you need. Or San Diego, you just hashtag San, Chico, or Carlsbad. Where in California was Aaron Rodgers born? This one I think a few more people might know. I'm just taking a guess. It's just a hunch. Started with the tough one, followed it up with an easy one. Let's see how we do here. All right. I think we got ourselves a top 5. How are we doing, Perry? We got it. All right. Aaron Charles Rodgers was born in Chico, California. Who knew what and when did they know it? Let's take a look. Jonathan Zink knew what was up. Nick, Brenton, Marcus, Brandon. Look at all these regulars just dominating the top 5. I love it. All right. Let's go on to the next question. Question number 3. How much did Mark Murphy and the Packers reportedly offer Brett Favre to stay retired back in 2008? $5 million? $10 million, $15 million, or $20 million? Just hashtag the number, 5, 10, 15, or 20. How many millions did the Packers offer Brett Favre to stay retired back in 2008? Reportedly. Although I'm pretty sure Murphy has confirmed it at this point several times. How much did the Packers reportedly offer Brett Favre to stay retired back in 2008? $5 million, $10 million, $15 million, or $20 million? Who will know the answer to this one? How we doing, Perry? All right, we're taking a look. Got it. All right. The 10-year, $20 million personal services contract, also known as the bribe, offered to Brett Favre was, at the time, seen as a way to break the stalemate between the then-retired quarterback and the Packers. The contract was roundly seen as the Packers trying to bribe Favre to remain retired, and it failed to accomplish that goal. And then, obviously, all hell broke loose. But it was $20 million. Who knew what? When did they know it? Let's take a look at the top 5. Nick knew what was up. Nick Etten coming in at 2. Brandon, Context Kate. What's up, Context? And Francis. All right, let's take a look at our first top 10 leaderboard for the day after the third question. Where do we stand here? Nick Simmons, Glenn Bard, Nick Etten, Context Gaming, and Francis pulling in at 5. Strong looking group there all across the board. A couple of new faces, but mostly regulars. I like it. Let's keep rolling. Next question. Whose record did Aaron Jones break in 2019 for most touchdowns score in a season, including playoffs? Jim Taylor, Robert Brooks, Amon Green, or Sterling Sharp? Whose record did Aaron Jones break in 2019 for most touchdowns scored in a season, including playoffs? Jim, Robert, Amon, or Sterling? Don't forget those hashtags, people. Get them in. Make sure you get your answer there. I think most people should know this, I would suspect, but maybe not. I don't know. Well, the answers are all over the map, though. Okay, interesting. Yeah, the answers are all over the map. I like it. Nick, don't forget, buddy, Nick Etten, you only need to hashtag the first name. If you put them together like that, YouTube won't recognize it. So it'd be just hashtag Jim, not hashtag Jim Taylor, all one word. Got to just separate them. All right, the answer, of course, is that Aaron Jones scored 19 total touchdowns during the regular season and added 4 more over 2 playoff games. His 23 touchdowns broke Amon Green's record, set at 22 during the 2003 season. The top 5 in this category, I love this. Aaron Jones at number 1, Amon Green at number 2, Jim Taylor at 3. He set that in 1962, and it took Amon Green until 2003 on his second time around with the Packers to break it. Sterling Sharp at 4, and then there's a 3-way tie at 5 between Robert Brooks, Antonio Freeman, and Jim Taylor. Jim Taylor's on the list twice. That's how dominant he was. I don't think people give him due respect for how fucking awesome he was. Not only at running the football, but just getting the nose for the end zone. We hear a lot about Golden Boy, about Paul Hornung, and his quote-unquote nose to the end zone, but man, Jim Taylor was the OG. That cat was awesome. All right, let's look at the top 5. Who knew that Aaron Jones broke Amon Green's record? Jonathan Zank knew what was up. Sebastian, Eric, Dan, Context Gaming. All right, let's just keep her moving. We're not going to look at the top 10 just yet. Next question. Which starter on the Bears' 2006 NFC Championship defense was drafted by the Packers? Was it Hunter Hillenmeyer, Tank Johnson, Adewale Ogunleye, or Nathan Vasher? Hunter, Tank, Adewale, or Nathan? Don't forget those hashtags, people. You just need to hashtag the first name. Which starter on the Bears' 2006 NFC Championship defense was drafted by the Green Bay Packers? Hunter Hillenmeyer, Tank Johnson, Adewale Ogunleye, or Nathan Vasher? Who was it? Which former Packer went on to help the Bears' defense? Pretty damn good defense, actually. Let's take a look at the answering here. Yeah, it looks pretty split. Looks pretty split, actually. All right. Hunter Hillenmeyer was the one. He was selected by the Packers in the 5th round of the 2003 draft. He was waived by Green Bay before the start of the regular season and proceeded to spend his entire 8-year NFL career with the Bears from 2003 to 2010. All right, who knew what? When did they know it, Perry? Give it to me. Jonathan Zink again, having a strong day. Nick Simmons, Dan Freeman, Marcus Zerm, Wisconsin sports fan. What's up, buddy? Let's take a look. We're halfway through. Let's take a look at that leaderboard, see how we're doing here in the top 10. Nick Simmons having a controlling afternoon. 4 correct, 12.5 average time. That is some pretty dominant stuff. Context Gaming, Francis, Jonathan, Dan Freeman, Bubba Sports Mania. What's up, buddy? And Big B is in the house. Always good to see Big B. Eric Kleinman, thanks for joining us. Marcus and Kenny Erickson. That is a good looking group in the top 10. I like it. All right, next question. Which of these running backs did not play for both the Bears and the Packers? Speaking of the Bears, which of these running backs did not play for both Chicago and Green Bay? Khalil Bell, Edgar Bennett, Cedric Benson, or Rashaan Salam? Remember, just hashtag that first name. Khalil, Edgar, Cedric, or Rashaan? Which of these running backs did not play for both the Bears and the Packers? Khalil Bell, Cedric Benson, Rashaan Salam. Who was it? While I cannot let the Jared, your fuck Chicago will not count in the standings, but I appreciate the sentiment. As well stated, sir. You are a statesman, a scholar, if you will. Learned beyond your years, clearly. For that is the only way to address said city, no doubt. We got a top 4 in the 30 seconds. We got 4 people who got it right. After winning the Heisman Trophy at Colorado, Rashaan Salam was selected by the Bears in the first round of the 1995 draft. He played in only 17 more NFL games after his rookie season, 15 with the Bears and 2 with the Browns, but never with the Packers. Everyone else, Khalil Bell, Edgar Bennett, Cedric Benson, they all played in the green and gold. And I, on a personal note, the first time I ever saw Edgar Bennett in a Bears uniform, I did almost throw up. No doubt about it. All right, who knew what? When do they know it? In this top 4, I guess. Marcus Zerm, Brenton Randolph, William Robbins, and Joey the Jaguar, the youngest among us all, knew the answer to that. All right. We'll keep her moving. Here, the next question. When was the last time the Packers selected a center in the first round of the NFL draft? 1983, 2002, 1977, or 1967? When was the last time the Packers selected a center in the first round of the NFL draft? Yes, it has happened. 1983, 2002, 1977, or 1967? Joey, be a leader, not a follower. You tell him, right? There you go. Oh, yeah. All over the map. I knew this one would be. A lot of dart throwing on this one, I think. Which is totally understandable. I'm not surprised at all. Oh, you guys want to hear some... Sorry. Oh, so good. All right. I love this. Okay, there's a bit of a story time here because I absolutely love this answer because I kind of went on a deep dive because it's not a guy who gets talked about a lot. All right, so he was selected by Vince Lombardi, who had total command of the franchise as both head coach and general manager, and the year was 1967, obviously. He moved up to snare Bob Hyland. He traded 2 players with Pittsburgh to get to the 9th overall pick. Hyland was drafted to be Green Bay's center of the future. Ken Bauman was the incumbent at the position, but the promising rookie took over as the starter about mid-season. Hyland started the last 6 games of the regular season and played extensively in the Western Conference Championship, a 28-7 rout of the Rams in Milwaukee. However, he did not start in the Ice Bowl. This is true. His position coach, and he always were at loggerheads, and he is of the opinion that his position coach kind of hated it, and the position coach convinced Lombardi to start Bauman in the Ice Bowl. Hyland was the long snapper in Super Bowl II, and he was set to be the regular center in the Super Bowl. But a botched snap at the end of the week in practice offered a window for said position coach to get in Lombardi's ear and get Bauman inserted into the starting lineup, which is crazy to me. Hyland was the long snapper in Super Bowl II, which was Lombardi's final game in Green Bay. He was traded after the '69 season and spent 1970 with the Bears before, and this is true, returning to New York with the Giants from 71 to 75 as a guard. He returned to play for the Packers for 1 season under Bart Starr in 1976. How crazy is that? He plays with Bart Starr throughout the '67 season, his rookie year, and then ends up playing for Bart Starr as a coach. It's crazy. So 67 is the answer. Who knew what? When did they know it? Let's take a look. Jonathan Zink knew what was up. Old Timer Dave, very apropos that Old Timer Dave would know the answer to that one. Dan Freeman, Wisconsin sports fan, and Deborah Randolph. What's up, Deborah? Good to see you. Let's take a look at the top 10 leaderboard heading into the home stretch here. Nick Simmons, still standing firm at number 1. Jonathan Zink, nipping at his heels. Dan Freeman, Marcus Zerm, Old Timer Dave at 5. I like it. Joey the Jaguar, strong showing at 6. Look at this, good looking group. All right, a few more questions to go. Next question. What year did Eddie Lacy make the Pro Bowl? 2012, 2013, 2014, or did he never make a Pro Bowl? What year did Eddie Lacy make the Pro Bowl? 2012, 2013, 2014, never. What year did Eddie Lacy make the Pro Bowl? Or is it a trick question? Did he never make the Pro Bowl? We will soon find out as they hashtag their answers throughout the YouTube chat. Answers are all over the map, as I suspected they would be. Good looking group. All right. How are we doing, Perry? We got it. All right. Lacy was named, I had forgotten about this actually. Lacy was named AP second team All-Pro and was named to the Pro Bowl his rookie year, 2013. So the answer was 2013. He was named Offensive Rookie of the Year as well. The first Packer chosen for that award since running back John Brockington in 1971, which is insane. He was also the Packers' first 1,000-yard rusher since Ryan Grant in 2009. Who knew what? When did they know it, Perry? Give it to me. Dan Freeman knew that one. Deborah, 2 in a row. She's dominating. Joey the Jaguar, Marcus Rim, Brett Boyd. Got a few more questions to go. Let's get on to the next question before we look at that leaderboard. Brett Favre took over the starting quarterback job from Don Majkowski. We all know this. Who did Majkowski take over for? Randy Wright, Jim Zorn, Rich Campbell, or David Whitehurst? Remember, just hashtag that first name. Brett Favre took over from Don Majkowski. Who did Don Majkowski take over for? Randy Wright, Jim Zorn, Rich Campbell, or David Whitehurst? Lost in the midst of time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what you guys are doing here. Jared, I totally agree with you on Eddie Lacy. It is a damn shame. People do forget how fucking awesome he was. Because he was fantastic. Oh, I see this. Most people, I think, know this one. That's good. All right. I'm glad. It makes me feel a lot less old when people know, because I definitely grew up watching this guy. It was, of course, Randy Wright, who played the entire 86 season as a starter and shared starting quarterback duties with his successor, Don Majkowski, from 87 to 88. Majkowski broke out during the 89 season, and Wright was released. And this is fun. Wright now owns a vending machine company in Wisconsin and coaches high school football in Sturgeon Bay as an offensive coordinator. I love that. Talk about living the dream. You're living in Sturgeon Bay, owning your own company, calling plays for some high school team. You talk about living the dream. Give me that. Lock it up. Who knew what? When did they know it, Perry? Let me see. Jonathan Zink knew what was up. Brenton, Chris Lee, new face there in the top 5. Marcus Rim, Nick Simmons. Oh, I got to suggest that will be Nick heading into our final question. Let's see that leaderboard. Does Nick Simmons hold on to that top spot? He does indeed. Just fending off by a little under 2 seconds, Dan Freeman, Marcus Rim, Context Gaming, Tom, the new face there in the top 5. All right, let's take a look. Going into the final question for all the bragging rights over the weekend. What is the official casino of the Green Bay Packers? Menominee Casino Resort, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, Oneida Casino, or Mole Lake Casino Lodge? And I did just include Mole Lake so I can say, yeah, up there in Mole Lake. But is it the official casino of the Green Bay Packers? You just got to hashtag the first word, but make sure you get the spelling correct. Bit of a challenge, folks. Menominee, Potawatomi, Oneida, or Mole. Those are the hashtags you got to use for all the marbles, for all the bragging rights over the weekend. We got it. All right. Oneida Casino became the official casino of the Packers in 2019 with the relaxation of rules regarding casinos and sports betting, gambling, etc. They expanded their longtime relationship with the Packers. Oneida Nation operates 5 casino locations in the area, and since 2002, Oneida Nation has sponsored a gate on the east side of Lambeau Field. All right, Who knew what? When did they know it? Who knows their own night of history? Jonathan Zink knew what was up. Nick Simmons at 2. Brandon, Brenton, Sebastian. Gotta think Nick Simmons is taking this one for the weekend. Give me the top 10. Nick Simmons takes it. A good breadth over Marcus Rimm at 2. Context Gaming, Tom, Jonathan, Dan, Old Timer Dave, Ryan, Jared, Francis. Good showing. Congratulations to Nick. And thank you, one and all, for coming out, playing some trivia, hanging out with me on a Thursday afternoon. We really appreciate that you guys make Cheesehead TV part of your daily routine, part of your Packers routine. Please do me a favor, hit like on this video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends, tell your family. Cheesehead TV, we are devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.